And we're away.
Oh.
No, there's no countdown for
I'm
this.
sorry. No, I got distracted reading like an article about Community.
What about it? As in, like,
Um,
the actual making of it, or?
no, kind of. Sorry, I've got to try and remember what it was. It was like it was about the D&D episode, and
Oh, yeah.
like how Dan Harmon, the guy who writes it, actually wrote the script for it. And I've actually lost it now, and I was enjoying reading that.
Wait, did you close it in panic?
No, I closed it because I wasn't thinking.
Oh.
But
Okay.
no, Community is a show you need to watch.
I will get around to it eventually. It is on Netflix at the
How does
moment.
this work? So do we just literally talk for like an hour?
Yeah, normally
And,
normally podcasts have some kind of structure to it, but to be quite honest,
Oh, right.
with regards
Let's
to
discuss
our game playing,
how much I need a new wallet.
why do you need a new wallet? What's wrong with the one you have at the moment?
It's falling to pieces and there's nothing in it. That's the main problem with my wallet, is there is actually nothing in it.
There's not a lot in mine either, but there you go. But I don't see
Shut
why.
up, you have a
I
job
don't
for a
see
little
how
while
this
longer.
requires the attention of the internet.
I don't know, people bitch about stupid stuff. I just don't know where to start.
Well, tell you what.
Books,
Let-
games,
Let
music.
us enter a game of Warframe and then just let the conversation flow from there.
I'm too high to play Warframe.
All the more entertaining.
No, I can't. Well, I'm not that. I just like don't feel it. But
Okay, well, okay,
I'm fine. No, it's too late. I'm fucking opening the game now.
Right, okay.
God knows why. Oh, it failed to start. Yay! Oh shit, it's because it was already open. Damn it! Thought I got out of that.
Nope.
Yeah. It will not be entertaining. As I said, no one's going to find watching Warframe enjoyable. I said just like put it there as the background.
Oh no, I just the playing of Warframe helps conversation to flow.
Yeah, when I want to bitch about feminism.
And this is...
And I have immediately made us 10,000 enemies.
But no, for the most part, I'm going to blank
I'll
out
take a
all video capture. It's basically just going to be a basic screen.
Oh.
I'm hoping to
Right,
upload
so
just
it's
audio.
Oh.
So this is basically just to help us.
That you can do that with.
Well, then why didn't you
How the fuck are you
say
going to post this? Why didn't I say what?
about audio software?
You didn't ask.
I told you that this was basically going to be just audio.
You did?
Yes.
Oh. May I be excused to get some water to... Are you slow clapping me, you bitch?
Right, let's just do a mission and let things...
I don't want to do a mission.
It'll be a nice simple mission, one that you'll easily do.
I've got no syndicate points left to get. Fuck. Who do I play as?
Just pick someone.
What mission is this?
Interception.
Oh god, you're insane. You on public at least?
Yes. People will join us. Fingers crossed.
You say that now. Alright.
Because... So...
Oh, I've actually bought... I forgot I left some Doritos for later. Life is good.
Life just got infinitely better, there's Doritos.
And then I noticed they were cheese flavoured and I felt queasy. I mean, I am kind of like the bedroom equivalent of a basement dweller, but I've got too much dignity to get the Cheeto fingers. I am not that guy.
You're not that
But
bad.
why do you have to pick something that actually requires attention?
Because I'm trying
And
to
you
farm
know the
keys, and
other
I thought I might
players-
as well be doing something productive while we're just talking crap.
But you... The other guy, he's just gonna... I bet he's not even have strategy.
Yeah.
Like, one person on each take thing, and it goes a lot faster than if you just got like people running around constantly.
That's fine.
Oh, did you know you can cling to the signal things?
Yes.
Well, aren't you fucking clever?
Yay, clever. Anyway,
Okay.
I hear some sort of congratulations are in order for your landing of a conceptual artist post with a mystery.
You could not make that sound any more PR grabbing, could you? I can't say anything about the project because it's non-disclosure.
I know, but I can wish you like
No, I'm not going to tell you.
I can wish you a congrats either way, can I not?
Yeah, I suppose it just
Like
came out of nowhere.
it's a step in a direction that you want to take. So
yeah, it is. It's see, I actually worded it very carefully on my Facebook to avoid people annoying me with congratulation messages. I put role, not job, because it is unpaid.
yeah. Well, to be fair, that's kind of how it's going to start out, I think.
That's how everything starts out. Did I waypoint something and not realise it again?
Apparently.
Oh shit. Turn that off. Oh god, I just want to go AFK.
You just want to go AFK.
Yeah. Yeah. Congratulations on you handing in your notice then.
Why would that warrant congratulations?
I don't know, but it's the only job-related thing I could think of that related to it.
You know, it's like I'm not really happy about leaving. I'm happy that in the long run I won't have to deal with the stress, but I did like my job.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I honestly didn't think you did.
I liked the job, I just didn't like the stress that came with it.
You didn't like... So you liked who you worked with,
No.
Oh, I didn't tell you about EE. When was the last time I spoke to you?
Not that long ago. Why? What's...
Did I tell you about the roller skating?
No?
I went roller skating on Thursday night with some friends from university.
That sounds like
And
an
I've never done
experience
it
even for
before.
you.
Yeah, I eventually gave up, but before then I had a good solid hour or so of pretending to be a baby giraffe.
Care to elaborate?
Have you not seen a baby giraffe? Have you not ever seen a baby giraffe when it tries to walk?
Oh, like that, yes. I haven't explicitly seen one, but my imagination is running wild.
It's like I was clinging towards, like, they've got these little rails on the side, and I was clinging to them, like, awkwardly stepping, and occasionally trying to roll a bit, and then, like, because apparently, I have no idea how it works, I cannot work it out, but, like, my friend, she was like, oh, you're doing it right, like, I'm not doing it right because I feel like I'm going to fall over. This kind of counterbalances everything we've evolved for.
This goes against...
I now know how that fucking dog felt when the Russians sent it into space. It's just like, I wasn't evolved for this!
It's like, who decided this?
Well, it was a dog they just took off the street, so I imagine that's got to be even more confusing.
Really?
Yeah, they probably fed it really well before. Yeah, took a random dog off the street. And the best thing is, they must have been like... You can imagine when they take it to the lab and it's thinking, like, it's a lap of luxury as it's, like, you know, kind of, like, fed well and everything. And it's like, right, now we're going to shoot you into space in a fucking rocket. You know, it's not fair.
No.
I'm trying to remember the dog's name now.
I could just imagine the sheer terror, thinking, like, 1 second it's just all lonely and afraid, and then suddenly people come along and it's like, yay, people, you know, people to love me.
And they shoot it off into space.
And they shoot it off into space.
It's kind of like that ad stuff, isn't it? What was it? I want to go to the moon. Why wait? The dog's just going, ah!
And then a few years later you have Desmond the Moon Bear.
What the fuck is dead? Oh, yes.
How did I get here?
Yes. But yeah, it was the first animal into space. Like I think it's the first like thing from this planet into space, like in terms of like man-made.
Now I went for the stereotype, and I always thought it was a monkey. I thought they sent a monkey into space
the dog
first.
was before. No, they sent a dog first.
Poor dog.
Someone will see this and Wikipedia it.
Yes. I'm sure they will.
But yeah, stray dogs make great astronauts, so...
You heard it first, ladies and
I want to
gentlemen.
send my dog into space now. I've just got this image of, like, Lily, because she's a greyhound, just like... Because you know how like she's got a really long tongue, it just flops outside of her mouth. Just like that with G-force. like
Now,
inside a spacesuit.
I imagine it would work out the same way that you're supposed to... Like what you're supposed to do for avalanches, where you just kind of drool and work out which direction the drool's going.
Yeah, but we only know that because you made me watch Dead Snow.
But imagine applying that to Lily.
You're one of my best friends, but your taste in music, films as well, is appalling.
I hasten to add that a lot of the films that I have watched have been recommended by yourself.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. I do take it upon myself to watch some very unusual films, but
yes,
a large proportion
watching...
of the films that I have watched happen to have been recommended by you.
You're worse than an ex-girlfriend that makes you watch chick flicks.
Except I haven't made you watch anything.
No, you haven't. But Dead Snow is how I feel. That bringing back that fucking memory. That was just like...
What, that the film exists?
I will take watching Pretty Fucking Woman over that any day. And,
I'll hold you to that, because I too have not watched Pretty Woman.
You don't want to. If it had the original storyline that was planned, I would have found it I would have found it fucking hilarious, because originally she was meant to be like a recovering heroin addict, and like all the mood swings were actually for once fucking justifiable because she was coming off heroin, but they removed that.
Oh, that should be kind of interesting.
I preferred it. What were the other films I've been made to watch? It was Pretty Woman, Notting Hill. Oh, Notting Hill wasn't too bad. I hated it, but it wasn't as bad as Dirty Dancing.
I will admit, I don't think I'd have enjoyed Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing is just the most... Oh, I'm trying to think of like appropriate torture that I would rather go for. Suffice to say, I hated it.
Ball stretching? I don't know.
No. It's like having a fucking abscess under a tooth, that film.
That took some thought, but yes, well done.
What was the other one? There was another one, which is stupid, really, because I don't mind Love Actually, and apparently that counts.
Love Actually is good.
My fucking God.
I liked Love Actually.
It's quite funny in places. It is funny. I think that's some of it. And I think it was like the variety of the stories, or there was different stories going on.
Yeah, you weren't
focusing on this plot line, which is girl meets guy. Girl likes him because he's rich and attractive. Girl then has a hissy fit. Guy then does something extraordinary and like saves her in some way. And, you know, in 70 years, they're both sitting there on life support together, thinking how much they regretted their life choices.
2 words.
What?
Bridget Jones.
Wasn't that quite funny, though?
Bridget Jones is hilarious, but that still counts as a chick flick.
Oh, no, I just remembered one that was really bad.
What's that?
Actually, a lot of people like it. I couldn't stand it. It was, like, about some girls who were doing a roller derby.
Right.
Oh my fucking God, I couldn't stand it. It was just so... It was like trying so fucking hard for like the it was doing the female power message in like, in my opinion, the most cringeworthy way.
What, like that I'm a strong, independent woman, I don't need no man.
Yeah, just apart with the I don't need no man.
That's always going to go down a tree, isn't it?
What is?
The cringeworthy empowerment.
What can I say? I'm a terrible person. But yeah, look, I've established this. Good examples of... Oh God, what were we talking about?
Empowerment in films. Originally we were talking about chick flicks, but somehow you've taken this on a tangent.
I don't know. I was going somewhere in the direction of Ellen Ripley, but I kind of forgot how I was getting there.
Well, what was the whole thing on Ellen Ripley then that you wanted to talk about?
But she's really, really badass.
She is.
And then, like, that was it. These kind of, like... Oh, fuck. Like, the empowerment message in that roller skate movie, and then combined to, like, the empowerment of Ellen fucking Ripley, where it's just like, fuck you, we're going to do things by the book. If it gets in my way, I'll probably shoot it.
Yeah, that sounds like Ellen Ripley.
But, I don't know, Ellen Ripley was just a fucking good character.
She was, and I like that she actually...
She did shit!
not only did she do stuff, but when it came down to it, she stuck to the protocol with the ship. She refused to bring him. Yeah, she refused to bring him on board.
Oh, and compare that to fucking Prometheus, where it's like, he's got something on his face. He's my boyfriend.
Basically, in short, yes.
Just look what fucking good that fucking caused. Like, wait, Ridley Scott, come on.
Yeah, it's like
you're responsible for this franchise.
And he's kind of just took it in a really awful direction.
I wouldn't look. They could have done that better. Like, I would say, yes, she could have been distraught that it was her boyfriend, and she could break down weeping and be very indecisive. But that would be fine. That would actually be pretty fucking good, as long as she follows protocol at the end. Is like the more mental and upset equivalent of can't because bye. She could have despair at the action she was taking.
And actually,
because I think
but
that
still
would be
take
her character, because Shaw was quite emotional.
Yeah, but still take the action, not just
it's
crumble and go no.
Yeah. Then again, I've never thought very highly of Rachel from Blade Runner.
I've not seen Blade Runner, so I don't really have a lot of.
Watch that. It's only loosely linked. It's just people really like her, and I just don't understand the appeal. Like, it's mainly because the film was very hyped for me. One of my tutors at college wanted me to watch it. He got me to watch it, and he was always talking about Rachel, and like I was expecting. Don't get me wrong, not Ellen Ripley, but I was expecting her to have more of a part.
Yeah.
Because technically she's important. She is actually important to the film. I'm not sure about the book. I never finished Do Androids Dream of Electric Sleep, so I don't even actually know if she's in it. But like, from the build-up, I thought she would actually have a really impressive role. I mean, she does shoot a replicant through the chest, I think, or in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Like, because Deckard has dropped his gun, she gets it and she just fires a round off, and fucking brilliant. It's a good film. It's definitive. At the risk of sounding pretentious, it is definitive of something Sid Mead and something.
That's Bruce Willis, isn't it?
It's a good film. No, Bruce Willis isn't in it. It's Harrison Ford.
Oh,
Han
yeah.
Solo. Indiana Jones.
I don't know how I managed to get those two mixed up.
It's alright.
I feel like there's two actors that probably should not be combined.
Well, for one thing, Bruce Willis would have been too young.
That's also a very good point.
Blade Runner is what? Wait, I've got it here. Let's pull it out the shelf. I don't think it says, actually. Blah, 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 blah. No, it actually doesn't say the original year on this DVD, but I think it was late 70s. I know that it pissed William Gibson off when he was writing Neuromancer, though.
Because
the film came out, it's like, shit.
It's like, this was my idea.
Neuromancer, but without hacking.
Yeah. But wasn't Neuromancer supposed to be the big influence to The Matrix?
Yeah. Down to a T, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Like, it was the first kind of like literature to make cyberspace, I think, a word. Now, I could be wrong about that. But, oh, nice, that's beautiful, that ability. But yeah, it really, it's considered, it's not the first for a fact, I know that, but it's considered what brought the cyberpunk genre into the mainstream. So, like, things like Ghost in the Shell would have probably been inspired by Neuromancer in some way. Perhaps. Probably not, I'm not sure. But it wouldn't surprise me if, what's his pen name? I don't know the guy's actual name. I cannot... Shiro Masamune or Shiro Masamune, I don't know. If he actually read like a translated copy of Neuromancer or something before writing Ghost in the Shell. But there's some very similar themes. I never finished the second book, which is Count Zero, though. And then there's the third book, which is Mona Lisa Overdrive. But then he did a book of short stories called Burning Chrome, and I think a couple of those are set in the Skrull universe, which Neuromancer is from.
Yeah.
Neuromancer is the only book I don't reread books at all, but it's the only book I've actually reread 3 times.
Now, in contrast, it's one of the very few books that I've really struggled to actually get through, in that I've never actually finished it.
Because he's quite pretentious.
Well, he doesn't go into any description. He gives
No, that's what I'm getting at. Like, best example and earliest one is the fucking whip thing. I actually had to go because its description sounded so unwieldy and awful, and it's, that it's like, what, a taser whip or something, isn't it? It's called a Cobra. And I went to find, like, concept art or something online just so I could make sense, because the vision in my head of it looked like a really, really camp alien whip from Flash Gordon.
Yeah. Space opera.
Basically, the way I saw it was a long chain of, like, cylindrical anal beads, and then a electric butt plug at the end or something.
And everyone's sphincters just closed up.
I don't know. Some people's might have relaxed, but let's not put money on it. But no, things like that, where you're just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
At least he gave that description. He gave the Cobra a description, but there were some things I can't remember offhand where it was just, oh, this is this.
Yeah,
so
like
the audience, what
is
this?
There was one character's cybernetic implant that I couldn't really envision properly.
Oh fuck, Riviera.
Something like that. He had like a cybernetic arm.
No, I found that really easy. That's the barman at the beginning, isn't it? The barman.
But I
found that really easy.
I really took issue with the fact that it sounded like really cheap mechanical parts.
No, that's the point.
Like, right.
Cybernetics are expensive. They're not like commonplace. It's Deus Ex Human Revolution or something. So, I think it's implied that he's a war veteran, or he fought in some war and therefore he's lost his arm, and he's got I think it is mentioned that it's like a battlefield piece. It's like, oh shit, you've had your arm blown off, quickly, we'll strap this to you as a temporary measure and you'll get a better one when we can.
Yes,
it's that kind of arm. It's a quick fucking fix. And I actually like that. I thought that really made it sort of nice and grungy.
Yeah, because when you look into games like Deus Ex, a lot of the machinery there...
Which are based on it, obviously.
Yeah, it's visually very expensive, but everyone seems to have it.
Well, I don't know. Have you played Human Revolution?
No, that's one of those games that I have a list in the back of my head that I really want to play.
Well, when you go to Hengsha, I think it's in China, you're like near where the Yakuza are and shit. Was it the Yakuza? No, Triads. Sorry, wrong country entirely. and you've got these people who grab people off the street and basically take their augmentations off them, and they've got like very primitive augmentations. They look like the arms that build cars and factories.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a diversity. Like the character you play, Adam Jensen, your augments are meant to be state of the art, and then you've got your boss, of course, in the game, who, in my opinion, was an absolute prick. I have trouble with authority figures or something, I suppose. But he's got an arm, a cybernetic arm, and it's like actually engraved because they took a very big Renaissance-inspired art direction because of like this kind of turning of Renaissance, but with cybernetics, etc. It's in the documentary for it, and I'll never disc. Anyway, but the guy's arm, it's really like it's beautiful. It's silver, it's engraved. So and you compare that to the very like, oh shit, that's not good. But sort of Adam Jensen's are more. They're meant to blend in with his surroundings.
Yeah.
They're meant to like look more humanoid, but that's because the whole purpose of them more or less is infiltration. Especially what we've seen in the trailer for Mankind Divided, where like he's got fucking tasers built in. He can actually shoot the were they wrist blades, elbow blades?
Yeah, something like that.
Cool little blades. Yeah, I actually liked them because they weren't actually like they weren't sharp at an angle. They were just like a rectangle blades, so actually it would cause a lot more blunt impact, which would actually be worse.
Yeah. It's going to do a lot more harm than just a clean cut.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think if it was serrated it would be different, but let's not get into semantics. But yeah. And, so obviously a lot of the cues from that are very much from Neuromancer. So did you get to Molly Millions?
To be honest, it's been so long.
Alright, fuck it, I'm explaining. Like, she's got well, she's not just cybernetically augmented, she's been biologically augmented as well. But her augmentations are very much what Adam Jensen has, which are basically like sunglass shades.
Yeah.
Actually kind of like...
Oh, yes, yeah.
Instead of... Yeah, kind of built in, and then she's got like the razors under the fingertips. And it's also mentioned that her adrenaline system has been altered to compensate with that. So she's actually like a cat, so when the adrenaline flows, like, she can easily just go, Wolverine the little blades out.
Yeah.
Although that always made me cringe, the thought of razors coming in from underneath your nails. It'd probably been like...
Well, I dislike things to do with fingernails anyway. Just makes my fingers tingle.
It's not a pleasant thought.
No.
We're gonna die. I concluded magnificently.
Yeah.
We're leaving after this round, I think.
Yeah, I was going to say I've run out of ammunition on this weapon. But this is kind of drawn to the fact that we have games open in the background when this is just going to be a blank screen. Ha!
Well done, you died. That was like the future wrath of the consumer coming to kill you. That makes no sense, but it doesn't matter. Oh, you're the one playing as Mirage, I did wonder.
Yeah. Oh, we just leveled up.
Thank you, Syndicate buff thing on my weapon.
Yeah, let's extract there. But no, I think
we got C4 capture, that's cool.
Yeah, I think with that mission done, I'll probably end it there just as an initial kind of tester conversation thing. I will eventually come up.
Talk about?
Surprisingly something very linear, which I didn't anticipate.
Because I'm fucking awesome.
But no, I think I will eventually come up with a name for these. This is just kind of documenting the conversations that we have.